Look what we have here today. We have the Pelsi P12 Pro mirror dash camera. Now there is a P10 Pro, which is 10 inches, but this is the 12 inch, so the P12. And it is a 4K camera and resolution. And it also has the Advanced Driving Assistance System, ADAS, that's a mouthful. But it has that, and basically what that does is collision alert, like speed alert, lane departure warnings, little stuff like that. Now this particular one also has the camera built into the mirror itself. It shoots 4K 30 frames per second, and then it also has the rear view camera, which does 1080p. And so we'll look at what's inside the box here and then test it in here, and in the next video I'm going to show you how you can install this in your car, especially the rear view camera. Woo. So there you see the camera itself. Covered in this. So let's look at it. You have that. You see, that's the camera. You can adjust the angle, which is very convenient. And this is what goes over your existing camera. You can see it's padded here nicely. There are heat vents here, the power button here, and then up top you have the Type-C, your AV input, that is for the rear camera. You have the memory card slot that takes about 256 gigabytes. That's big enough. And then the GPS. Okay, so like you can see, when you just peel this off, it is a mirror in and of itself. So you don't have to worry about replacing your mirror with this one. You don't only have to turn it, you can turn it off and use it as a traditional mirror. Take this off. And then first thing is the charger. You see the plugs into the cigar lighter. Let's take it off. And then you can also plug in a USB. So because it's already taking a cigar lighter, you can just plug something in and it works perfectly. And it is a Type-C, which excites me because Type-C is so convenient now. A lot of devices are Type-C, so you can always get a different charger or whatever else you want to do. So that is the charger. However, when you use this, you will not be able to get certain features like parking monitoring, where it monitors for collision and stuff even when you are not in the car. That one you need to hardwire that, and you need a different kit here. I got that from Amazon as well. So it comes with 2 fuses, a neutral, this whole box, and then the Type-C itself. So yeah, definitely this is what I'm going to use, and I'll show you how to do this as well in your car. That's in my next video, but yeah, that's not the focus of this one. And then you have the GPS, which I probably will not use, and then the rear camera itself. Let's see how it is. Okay, great. So this is the rear camera. As you can see, you can tilt it and stuff like that, and basically it looks like it was made for the tag area of your car. But if you already have a rear view camera, putting this at the back would be quite some way. So there is a way you can put this in the rear windscreen or windshield, and it should still be able to capture everything that is going on, which is what I'm going to do. And that's why you see these 2 holes here, and inside here again you see there are 2 screws here if you wanted to install them outside, or if it's inside you have this 3M double-sided sticker that you can just use to stick it to whichever surface. So that is good, and you connect this to your rear view camera, whatever thing, the positive side, so that when you're in reverse, it would also trigger it on the screen and stuff like that. But I'm not sure, you probably need it if you already have a rear view camera. And then here again we have a prying tool. Yeah, quite steady actually, for hiding away the cables, either under the headliner or, and then this is what is going to tuck the back here. It will hold it to your mirror, so you put this in here and in there, and they give you 2 long ones and 2 short ones, depending on the size of your existing mirror. You have this wiping cloth, an extra adhesive and screws, and then a 32 gig memory card, so they also give you that, and then a thank you card, and your instructional manual. So it shows you everything about installation and all of that. Unfortunately, it's only in English, so if you don't speak English, sorry, but it is what it is. It would have been nice if they had it in other languages as well, given that it's not only English speaking people who would probably want to use it, but for whatever reason they didn't, and so we just have to stick to that. And that's the reason why it's good to subscribe to this channel, so that when I post the installation video, you can see it and be able to just follow through with that and do it for yourself. Now I'll put a link to this on Amazon in the description. Look in the description, you get a link to buy it. It's $100, so it's not expensive. It's not going to break the bank, given the functionality, which we'll go through shortly. So for $100, you have this huge 12-inch display. You know how important it is to have a dash cam today. It's like recently a friend had such a problem, and had it not been for the dash camera, he would have had to bear the cost of repairing someone else's car because he hit the person at the back when indeed it was a person that cut in front of him. We're not hoping that something should happen, but just like we buy car insurance, it's also important to get stuff like these. Okay, so the moment you plug it in, it turns on. Let's peel this off. You can see beautifully, it says 4K. So that is the main camera here. Now you can swipe up or down in the middle to change the angle. So for example, you can do this to change the angle of the camera. So that is good actually. And there's the main front camera. Okay. We get into the menu here and go into settings. You can adjust the volume here, startup sound, a host of things can be changed in here. Format your memory card and all of that. And then the smart drive. So that's where you get to calibrate the advanced driving detection system. This for the back, so when you install this, it'll be able to help you with stuff like rear cross traffic alert and stuff like that, which is all very helpful. So now in the dash cam, there's the main screen. Let's connect the rear camera and then I'll show you something. So to connect the rear camera, just plug that in here next to the power source. That's it. Now when you swipe from left to right, it switches to the rear camera, right? So you can see my hand is there covering it. That's the rear camera. When you swipe again, it gives you both views. So this is the front view, that's the main one, and there's the rear one, which is beautiful. You can get both of them, and both of them record at the same time, irrespective of which screen you're in, as long as you have indicated to record that. And obviously it also gives you stuff like compass and your speed. You can actually change this in the settings here to have like it show up not in kilometers per hour. You can use miles per hour if you so choose. So you see that it would change here to mph, and the direction is southwest, whatever direction you're facing. And then the brightness can also be adjusted by swiping up or down here. So by going down, you can dim that, as you can see, very easily. You check the camera settings here and you can change the resolution. Like I said, you see 4K 30 frames per second for the main camera, and then 1080p for the rear camera. You can change that to 2.5K or 1080p, depending on whatever you want. And then the loop recording, do you want it to be just 1 minute? Mostly I'll probably choose 3 minutes. So you have 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minutes. I'll go with 3 minutes. G sensor sensitivity, the parking mode, that's what I said, you need to hardwire it for it to be active. And WDR, you always turn that on because kind of balances out the color free. So there's actually a cool piece of tech from PLC. Now this is not a sponsored video. I bought this with my own money, $100 from Amazon, because I want to install this in my car, obviously. But I thought to just show you on here, where you see lock, it's supposed to lock the frame in case something happens. You lock it and that video will not be overwritten, so it's saved permanently, so that you can turn that or show that to the law enforcement agencies. Now it has a microphone inbuilt, so you can use the voice, whatever, you can speak to it to do stuff. Switch to rear camera.
Okay.
You see that it switched. Switch to front camera.
Okay.
Switch to both cameras.
Okay.
It's pretty fast with the voice activation. So I mean, this is pretty good for just $100. So yeah, look in the description, the link is there. This was just a preview, and if I was to add the installation, it will be like quite a long video. So look forward to the installation video, which I'll bring your way, and then we'll do a full-on review after maybe a couple of weeks I've used it, and then give you a real gist of what it means or feels like using this mirror. But then, hey, you can go ahead and buy it with a link in the description. And if you found any value in this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel, especially because I'll be bringing you the installation and a host of other things later, so that you don't miss out on any of those videos. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate